Now a quick word from our sponsors today at Extra Gum. Now that a lot of us work remotely, it's a challenge to maintain focus and attention because, you could just lay on your couch with your cats all day. I know I do. What I like to do sometimes is throw on some music and chew some gum. This helps me refocus and knock everything off my to-do list, including answering emails and editing this podcast. Some studies show that chewing gum can help maintain focus and attention, and I can speak from experience, I think it does. It's the little things like switching up your playlist, lighting a candle, and popping in a refreshing flavor of gum that helps me get through the day. With flavors like Berry Mix, Spearmint, and Polar Ice, I always have options to keep things fresh. So grab yourself a pack of extra refreshers today and level up your work from home life. And now onto the show. I've seen the list of icks that girls have, the most unreal icks. Don't ride a horse.
Don't breathe.
Don't swim.
Gotta be an ick.
I kind of get behind that one.
Don't ride a horse.
Don't ride a horse. These poor guys can't do anything. Hi guys, welcome back to another episode of Brutally Honest. I'm so excited for today's episode because I get to have a brand new guest who I've never had on before. We get into setting our intentions for dating, how we set boundaries, our mental health, and we play a little game called Does the Perfect Man Exist? She's an Australian, she's a Lebanese queen. Please welcome Georgia Hassarati. Oh my God.
Cool.
Wait, that was pretty good. I really felt like a host right there.
You're really good at that.
Right?
Really good at this.
That was the best I've ever done that. That is
flawless.
That was not common.
I thought it would be like that.
I usually stutter a couple times.
I stutter all the time. Thanks for having me. I'm so excited.
Thank you for being here.
I've wanted to do this for so long.
Really?
Yes.
Wait, that makes me so happy.
Oh no, my sister's a huge fan of you too. She's like, you need to do a podcast with her. It would just be so fun. She loves you.
God,
she literally loves
that
you.
That makes me so happy.
Yeah, I know. She's going to be so happy watching this.
I forget that people I actively forget that people consume this podcast.
Oh my God, my sister loves it.
Really?
She's like, no, you need to go on that podcast.
Oh my God.
She's the best. I'm obsessed with her.
That makes me so happy.
Yeah.
Wait, what's your sister's name?
Her name's Savannah. She's in Australia. Yeah.
No way.
She's a few years younger than me. How old are you?
I'm 21.
Okay, she's 25.
Oh my gosh,
yeah.
really?
Yeah, so she lives back there with my family. But yeah,
do you miss Australia?
I do. It's so hard because I go away for so long. But I'm kind of used to it now. I'm really good at it sounds really crazy, but I'm really good at blocking it off and just knowing I'll go back soon, and then when I'm back I'm going to really enjoy being around my family, have the best time with them. And then I come back and work and I just get in that headspace. I talk to them a lot.
Yeah.
I stay in touch with them all the time. But I think it's just so hard when you there's family events and stuff. And I'm missing out, or my niece's birthdays, my nephew's birthday. And I'm all the way over here.
How long have you lived over here?
I think I've been here in total for a year and a half.
Okay.
But I've been going back and forth from Australia.
I mean, that's
every
not
few
easy.
months.
That's a long ass flight.
It's pretty long, but everywhere's far from Australia. So I feel
Yeah.
it's not too bad. It's a 14-hour direct flight.
Right.
I get on at night here and I'm there in the morning.
Okay.
I just sleep the whole time. I love flying. So I'm
really?
chill about.
Oh my gosh.
I love it.
I hate flying.
Really?
Yes.
I love it. It's
I don't know what it
holiday.
is.
I'm
Really?
Yeah.
I get claustrophobic, or I don't know.
Really?
I get I flew yesterday. I literally
wow.
got here last night.
You came back from New York yesterday?
I was in New York and then I was in Miami for 4 days. And then I flew here. So I I don't know, I was sitting in the airplane and I was like, damn, I'm really trapped here for the next 6 hours. And I was like, oh my God.
Oh my gosh. Okay. If I thought like that, I'd probably freak myself out.
I freak myself out so bad. And I have to focus in on something. I have to watch a movie or read a book or do something. Because if I just sit there and think I'm holy we're all just in the sky. And it's so casual to everybody. But I'm sitting there oh my God, we're literally just flying.
I can sometimes be how does this thing even get off
work?
the ground?
How does it work?
Why I'm trusting this right now? And you start to panic.
I agree. There's so many things I don't understand. So many things.
Even when you explain it, I will not get it.
I won't get it. How are bridges built?
No, that's crazy.
What do you mean? How did you build it? I don't get it. I don't get it. Or our inner thoughts. How did we what language did we have thoughts in before we learned languages?
True. So people, do they think in their language? They must.
Yeah.
In my mind, everyone's just thinking in English.
I know.
You know what though? I love flying because I just feel I really zone out on a flight. And I really just think, and it's time away from your phone.
That's
and it's
true.
fun. It's no one can bother me.
I do not having my phone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I love that I'll go to sleep and I never miss any meals though. I know when the cart's coming. It's my body just wakes up.
You
where's the food at?
And
then I'll just eat and then go back to sleep.
I mean, a 14-hour flight's crazy. Yeah. I all the time will just let my battery run out, and then I'll just like let my phone die, which is irresponsible. Like in retrospect, that's irresponsible. But I do it all the time because I'm like, my phone stresses me out.
Yeah.
Like, do you feel the same way?
Oh, I hate texting. I hate like, it's just too much. It gives me a lot of stress.
So much stress. Like
I'm a face-to-face person.
I agree.
If I'm with someone in face-to-face, I could talk to you all day.
Yeah.
I never get stressed. But texting and back and forth really freaks me out. I don't know why. I'm really bad at replying. Everyone knows that about me, and I'm like, it's not a rude thing. I'm just terrible at it. I don't know what it is. Like, I just don't enjoy it.
Yeah.
I feel like I was meant to be raised in like the era where we don't have technology. And like,
I
just
agree.
write letters and everything's face to face.
Letters.
I love that.
I love letters.
Same.
Why don't we write letters anymore?
Know,
like,
so
that's so
cuter.
sweet. It's so cute.
It's so much better than like what you're doing.
But the phones, like on this, I talk about this all the time on this podcast because always like when I'm doing something important, like right now, like my phone has literally buzzed on my lap like 10 times since we started recording. And I'm like, why? Like, how do you guys know when I'm doing something that I can't be on my phone?
All my friends know, all my family know.
Or like if I'm in therapy, it's like ring, ring, ring. I'm like, yo.
Like, leave me be. I do not disturb everyone.
It's also like, I'm like, oh my God, stop talking to me. But then I'm like, okay, that's.
And no one talks to you. Like,
I'm like,
what
wait,
are you guys doing?
why am I getting no text messages? You told me before we started the podcast that you used to be a midwife.
It's so funny to me that people like, not everyone knows that because that was like such a huge part of my life.
Yeah.
And I feel like because reality TV is like so sexy and stuff, like they want you to be like so, you know, everyone's like, I don't know, hotter than working in a hospital, I guess.
Walking
like,
around in bikinis and heels. Yeah.
Literally. So like they don't like, it's not very much like said, but it was like my whole life before I went on reality TV and I loved it. Like I still believe one day I'll go back to being a midwife. I think when I have a kid, like it'll just like enhance my knowledge for that. And I'll also like be able to like relate to the women so much better because I can teach them how to like breastfeed or like how to push out a baby with like the knowledge of me.
So you were like actively like watched women deliver.
Oh, I was like the one that would have my hands on the baby first.
What?
And guide the baby out.
That's
Tell the woman
cool.
the baby out. So cool.
Oh my
gosh.
gosh.
I would cry every time.
So was it like, was there like lots of home births?
There are home births, but I was at a hospital.
Okay.
I was at different hospitals, but I had to be at a hospital. I wasn't qualified to do the home births, but I would love to do that.
That fascinates me.
Yeah, it's so cool. I've seen water births too, like amazing. They're just so beautiful and like so peaceful. But it is really like the best thing you can do.
Yeah.
Like it's just so rewarding being there. Like in my degree, I would follow like a woman's pregnancy from the moment she finds out up until she gives birth. So it's like 9 months I get to see her like go through the whole thing.
Yeah.
And it might be someone that hasn't had a baby before. So it's this cute little couple. They're really nervous. They've never had a kid. And I get to be there and like witness them become like a family. And it's just the cutest thing. And I get to see them after and they're just so grateful and they're like so happy. And it's just the most amazing thing. It's like, I'm so excited to have that one day.
Yeah.
Because it's so beautiful.
I mean, this is actually so interesting to me because I have really crazy baby fever, like all the time.
Oh, me too.
It's really, I've talked about this before, how I've been like trying to like convince one of my friends to have a baby.
Literally.
Which makes absolutely no sense because my friends are all like 20 and they're like, dude, no. But I just like, I want one so bad, but I don't want one myself. I just want one near me.
See, my friends are all they're all having babies right now back in Australia. And I'm like, I have the most FOMO because I just want to be there. And like, I want to have that baby.
Yeah, I know. I just want to hold it. Like, I want it. Give it to me, please.
It's so fun. Like, babies are so amazing. Like, I'm not ready to have one right now, but like when I do, I'm going to be like so obsessed. I don't think I'll go missing. Like, no one will even know.
Like, they also terrify me though because I'm like, you are so
precious,
fragile. And I'm like, oh my gosh.
The baby comes out of your body in like such a hectic way. Like it really does. It bends. It like gets, it's like,
that's so
they're
crazy.
pretty like tolerant of how they are born. And it's pretty like intense. So picking it up's not gonna like, you're fine. Like it's so cute.
Wow. Birth is wild. Women are so incredible.
Cool. No, it's the most like, insane thing I've ever seen. Like it's
just like,
the
shoulders. Like, damn.
The head. You see the diameter of the head.
Oh
like,
my God.
And the baby's head can be in so many different like ways. Like it can be like flexed, unflexed. Like it changes the diameters of the how the baby comes out to make it more difficult. Like it's so.
Don't get me started on like twins and triplets and
I
stuff.
love twins. I want to have twin boys so bad. Like if I'm not like settled down in love with someone by like 30, I'm just gonna IVF twin boys and like live in New York and just be happy. Everyday Central Park.
Twin boys? You want boys?
100%.
Me too.
I love boys.
Me too.
Girls, like I'm a girl. I love girls. I have many nieces. They're amazing. But like the bond between a baby boy and a mum. I worked in childcare too, and the boys with me were so loving, and they like want to be held and cuddled all day, and the girls are like super independent.
Do you have any animals?
I used to have so many animals.
Really?
Like I've had turtles. I've had like bearded dragons.
I've had turtles and bearded dragons too.
We're so the same.
Yeah,
like, that's so funny. No
like
one ever
literally
has those pets.
No, yeah,
twins.
I had both of those too.
No,
I love animals.
They're the best. I love animals.
And I always had boys. Always.
Really?
Yeah, I never had any girl animals.
See, with animals, I love having girls because I want them to have like more.
Yeah. Oh, I see what you mean.
Like I used to have a mouse, and I was like, it has to be a girl because I want it to have mice. I want to like see them
that
born.
Makes sense. If you're looking, yeah. But I don't know. I just think that like the same way we're talking about like baby boys, like I have a boy, Australian Shepherd and 2 boy cats.
Oh my God, that's my favorite kind of dog.
And they're so like cuddly and you can just tell like it's
boys just like they're just so cute.
I
with
know,
like
they're
the
so
mom.
Sweet.
I only see myself with boys, but like I know saying that I'll just have all girls.
I know. I mean, it's like we're gonna jinx it.
No, I'll be
like
happy
3 like triplet girls pop out and be like.
Well, I'm one of 4 girls. The odds are not in my favor. And then my 2 older sisters had between them 4 girls. There's 1 boy.
Oh my gosh,
I have 1 nephew.
Up.
So like the odds are really not on my side.
That's crazy.
I know.
Mine. I'm like I have a sister and 2 brothers, so it's like split down the middle.
Okay,
50-50.
You're lucky.
Yeah, 50-50. But like oh my God, I really want a boy. But
also
I don't. I want my friends to have a boy, then give it to me.
Yeah, same. Then
so I'm just like really scared of like
babies, responsibility like that.
Yeah,
it's a lot. Like it's kids crazy. Are a lot. It's crazy.
It's really insane. Like,
but yeah.
Also, just so like exciting. The girls, like a woman's body is like so unbelievable for that.
It's so amazing to see.
Holy shit!
It's the wildest.
People deliver 3 babies at once.
Yeah.
That's like, what do you mean?
It's so interesting, honestly.
Especially when they're like, I've like see like because my For You page is like babies, like really? A lot of babies, and I always see like weirdly enough like small women like pregnant with like triplets, and I'm like,
they're tiny. I know.
You're so tiny.
Yeah,
you're so tiny.
I know, but like they'd probably more likely have the cesarean, so it's like it'd be so wild to have like a normal vaginal birth for like 3 babies. That's so like high risk. It'd be so scary.
Really crazy.
Yeah, it's still possible.
That is so interesting though. I really didn't know that you were a midwife. I had no idea.
Yeah, I know no one knows it. Like I tell them and they're like,
that's so cool.
You're lying. I'm like, no, like I was so passionate about it. Like, so I filmed my show, Too Hot to Handle, and it takes a year to come out. So I went back to Australia and was working at a hospital like full time, doing night shifts, like delivering babies. Like nothing happened for a year. I was just like, I had this weird like fever dream where I went on a show and I don't even know if it's gonna happen. You just wait for a year.
Were you season 1 or 2?
I was 3.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So like 2 came out after we'd even filmed. So there's got to be like a big gap between 2 and 3. So we had to wait like a year.
Did you know like how crazy everything was gonna get? Like were you like under that impression, or were you like, holy shit, whoa?
I think like I never banked on anything being super crazy because like you never, 1, know if people are going to like you. You never 2, know how much like you're going to be shown. Because like if you're relevant to what's going on, you'll be on the show. But if you're not, you're kind of on the outskirts. So it doesn't, I just never had high expectations. I was like, this will be like fun regardless. I met fun people. I'm like had a great time. I was in a like amazing country. But I never anticipated how big it would be. Like I remember the show came out 4 days later. I think all my social media accounts were like at 400K overnight. Right. Like I was like, this is wild. Like, and it just kept building and building. And I was like, just so overwhelmed. I was like, you don't know if people are going to like you or not. You don't know what they're going to see. So I was like.
Especially on like reality TV.
Yeah. Cause it's like, it's not really up to you how things go. You know, like you're in there, you're just meeting people. And
It's also really not like
Yeah.
it is kind of up to you, but I feel like it's also not that much. Like you don't have that much control over like how you're portrayed.
No, exactly. So like a situation to you might have been like just super chill, and it might come across as so dramatic.
Yeah,
because
yeah,
it's
yeah.
like the nature of the thing you're doing.
Also,
know?
I
So,
feel like going into reality TV and like just sitting down and watching reality TV, like you're already being judgmental. Just sitting down and like watching it, like most people are going to be like super judgmental.
yes,
So it's terrifying.
You subconsciously judge everyone you see. You're like, oh, she's the this one, she's the that one.
Yeah.
He's the player. You know, like you just do that.
Yeah.
It's just how it is. Like I knew people would be doing that to me, and I was like, how am I going to come across? Like so nervous, but I had such a great like reception from it. Like everyone was so lovely. The first show I did, I was like overwhelmed because I had such a good experience. The second time I did it, it wasn't the best experience after, and it was so much harder to like handle.
Right.
Because like mentally I'd only been used to people like spreading so much love towards me. And then when things like come across a different way or people like change their perception of you, it's so much more dramatic because they loved you and now they hate you. And it's like, oh my God, like, no.
You like want to go back.
You just want to be like, you don't get it. I am that person. Like things just, it's
especially
hard to
like on social media, you feel like a need to explain yourself and defend yourself, and like you're like kind of scrambling, like like trying to put the pieces back together, which is like I've done that so many times.
So mean.
And then you speak, and then it makes it worse. And you're like, shit,
like, oh my God,
I shouldn't have.
say nothing.
And then
like,
you keep going, and then it's just like it's
yeah,
such a mess. It's like when you like scramble to fix it, and then but every time you try, it makes a bigger mess. I've done that so many times.
Same. And like I feel things so intensely. Like I hate when people have the wrong idea of me. Like that's like, I just want people to see me for who I am. So when they don't, I take it so personally. I'm like, you just don't get it. Like I'm not like that. This is not like what it seems. And I just like, it affects me so deeply that I'll get to a point where I'm so upset. I'll like try and defend myself and just say the wrong thing, like you said. And I'm like, now I've made this worse. And now
yeah, and it's so defeating. It's so defeating because at some point you have to like accept. I think like 2 years into like my social media career, I was like, okay, I just need to shut up.
Yeah.
I just need to shut up. And it's like, it's so defeating to be like, because it's such a human thing to try to like defend yourself. That is so human.
Yourself. It is.
And it's like not really something we have the privilege of doing.
No. And especially when there's like people that just want to throw negativity at you regardless because they're like behind a phone, they can't see you, they don't know you, they just want to be involved in the drama, whatever is going on, they'll add to the fuel, like add fuel to the fire. They just want to like involve themselves, so they don't necessarily know anything about you.
No, it's
also
also
they just
like
want to like talk.
I kind of had to like come to the realization that my life online is entertainment. Like that's what I do. I'm an entertainer. So you have to just be like, okay, like they are going to they're gonna pick apart everything and focus in on what's most entertaining. Exactly. Which isn't always the truth. But like it's the most entertaining thing for them, and like that's honestly fair and it's valid because that's my job, you know.
Exactly, and that's like the whole thing about reality TV is like it's dramatic. Like, there's always going to be situations that are enhanced, and like people want to see that. Otherwise, it wouldn't be a good show, you know.
Right.
Like, so little things are so much bigger, and like what seems to me like not a big deal, huge deal because like it's so different.
It's like, also like everything about it, like the production, like add dramatic music behind it and make it slow motion, and it just has now it has a completely different meaning.
And things are just like portrayed different and cut like differently. Like you can be like talking about something from 5 days prior, but that line fits this situation 5 days later, so they'll cut it in there. You know what I mean? And it's like, that sucks because I didn't say it in that context, and now I look like an idiot, you know?
It is like, really like hard because it's called reality TV, but like it's also television, you know? Exactly. Like it's like entertainment.
And like I'm really aware of that now, and it like doesn't bother me, but like when you first have that experience, you're like, this is so hard. Yeah. Yeah. You feel like the whole world's against you. Like I felt like after Perfect Match, whole world was against me. I was not expecting it because like I just didn't see like it happening that way. Right. So like when you left filming, were you like, oh my gosh, that went super well? Like I had a great time. And then like that happened, you were like, what's going on? Yeah, because it's also had been a year. I feel like everyone still got along. there was like nothing that I thought was like a concern. And then it was like overnight, like crazy. And I'm like, I just wish everyone knew things a little better. And it just sucked because I couldn't really explain myself. And people don't understand the gap between filming and the show coming out. It's a whole year.
Yeah.
Like it's not like it's happening right now and people take it like it's happening right now. And you're like, hold on, I can't even put myself back there because it was a whole year ago.
It's really not natural to have like so many millions of people perceiving you. Like that as human beings, like that's not supposed to happen.
No.
You know? So it takes a lot, like it takes really tough skin to be in the industry, like especially in like television. Like it's and you have to have really tough skin.
I was never that person.
But you're developing it, you know?
I definitely developed it, but my sister actually said to me before I even went on the first show, she was like, you really need to think about this because this is not your personality type. She's like, you're way too sensitive. Everything bothers you. You care about what people think more than you should. She's like, if it was me, I'd be great because I don't give a shit what anyone thinks. But like, she's like, you need to be ready for the fact that it's out of your control. And can you handle that? Because she's like, I don't know if you can. And I was like, that's really real of you to say. But I was like, I'm going to be fine. Like people
you
will see
don't know until it happens, right?
Yeah. And I'm like, how can people get the wrong idea? Like I am so myself. Like I'm never putting anything on. Like I walk in, I'm the same way with everyone. Like, and I've always been that way. So I was like, how could it really go that bad for me? But there's so many things that are out of your control you don't understand. Like how people perceive a situation can be completely different to you. And you have to understand that that's something they're going to say. And you're like, okay, well, I can't change how this person feels about a situation, but it wasn't that to me. And like, it's just like, there are things that are out of your control for sure. And it sucks, but it's like at the end of the day, you got to kind of let those things not bother you because the people who really know you really don't care about that at all.
Right.
They're like, oh, she would never be capable of being this kind of person.
Yeah. I
know what she's like and that's all that matters. And that's like the part that you like get over it from. You're like, actually, these people that don't know me, they don't matter. Like,
right. I mean, yeah, my skin's definitely toughened up like a lot.
I'm sure.
But I get it. The first year of my career, I was like scrambling, like grasping at straws. I'm like, no, like no, I'm like everyone loved me. And then I was like, okay,
it's crazy.
Not everyone's gonna love you. Yeah,
it's crazy how much you care about people you don't know and what they think. It's really hard.
I mean,
like,
it's
got to switch
hard.
That off.
Yeah, especially when it all starts like kind of like bundling up, and then a certain thing like starts being believed by so many people, and you're like, holy shit. It's just not natural. It's hard.
No,
like it's hard to adjust to.
It sucks. Yeah, it really does. But then again, like everything passes and people see like the true colors of the situation and it turns around. So it's like, it's not.
Yeah, everything does pass, especially in social media. Yeah. Like give it literally in a week, something else happens and everyone's like, oh, that's not interesting anymore. That's interesting. Yeah.
And it's so heated and then it's not.
Yeah. So you just gotta like give it some time and space. That's what I learned. I was like, so we're not shut up and give it a week. Just
literally, and
quiet.
The more you add to it, the worse it gets, the longer it goes.
I know. Oh my god, it's so. I learned that the hard way.
Same.
Always just open my damn mouth, and I'm like, shh.
Same. So me. I'm unfiltered. Like I'll say whatever. It just comes out intrusive.
I know, but I've gotten so much better. I'm very like social media careful now because I'm like scared.
Same. Oh my gosh, I'm terrified.
I'm terrified.
Is that okay to say? Like,
yeah.
So
you should hear me on this podcast. I'm always like,
Same.
I like glitch. I'm like, wait, I can't say that.
Yep. And afterwards, you're like, should I?
Yeah.
You think about things so much more.
So,
are
you dating right now?
So funny. I've like honestly, this is crazy because I never date. Like I never date. I just don't like dating.
Yeah.
But right now I'm like seeing someone and it's so fun. Like,
really?
Time. Yeah. Oh my gosh. I really hope he doesn't watch this because I like don't want to be too cringe right now. But like it happened like so organically, like which I love.
How long have you been single? Like
I've been single like 6 months, 5 months. Hold on. September. Yeah, it's like 6 months. 6 months, I think. But like haven't gone on a date, don't care about it. I literally spoke to my mum probably 2 weeks ago and I was like, Mum, I'm going to be single forever. Like I'm so over it. I don't ever want to date anyone ever again.
All the time.
I literally said, I'm moving to New York. I'm going to have IVF twin boys. This is my plan. Like it's genuinely happening. And she's like, okay, I'll pray for you. I was like, literally when she gets God involved, you know, it's like she doesn't think I'm going to find anyone either because I'm like, I have the worst luck in dating. Like I don't know. I just go for people that are just not permanent. Like it's always been my thing. I'm attracted to the wrong kind of person.
Right.
It doesn't mean they're the wrong, like they're like I'm not saying they're bad. I'm just saying wrong for me.
Yeah.
And I get so obsessed with people that just have like not long-term potential.
Right.
And if it's not that, I don't like anyone. So it's like I only like the ones that are like, don't treat me the way I need to be treated. If not, I'm not interested. So when am I ever going to find someone that keeps me interested, I don't get sick of, that's actually a decent person that wants me to like, that just wants to treat me right. Like what are the odds
like
of that happening? And in LA, like, I don't know. I feel like LA's so hard to date. I don't ever want to.
Don't get me started, man. Like it's impossible.
It's impossible.
Well, I mean, I guess it's not.
Well, I don't know. Yeah, it's so early, but like, it's just so random that we met the way we met through a friend and we've just gotten along so well. And I never like hanging out with people like as much as this.
Yeah.
It's just so weird for me. I'm very picky with like what I like about people. I don't know. I can't help it.
Yeah.
I have a lot of friends, but to get me on that next level of like, I actually like you, so difficult.
Yeah. To like maintain interest.
That's what I struggle with so bad. Like I can like you like the first time I meet you, I'm like, you're so cool. And then I get sick of you the next day. And I'm like, actually, that was just like, I don't know what I was thinking.
Yeah.
But this is like, I know I'm at a point with hanging out with this person that it's like, it's past that phase of like, I'll get sick of you.
That's so good.
So random for me.
That's so good.
And he's just like so amazing.
Yeah.
Like so nice. But it's so like natural. Like we just hang out with like, we've known each other for ages. He's so funny. He's like so gentleman, like just kind, really thoughtful, says things that I've like never had people say to me. I'm like, this is
where did you find this man?
Crazy. I met him through my friend. And I'm like, wow, how does he exist? Like it's so weird. But like taking it super slow, seeing what happens, like just enjoying hanging out with him. But it's been so fun. But like so random for me because I never date.
Yeah.
Before my last ex, there was like a year and a half that I was single. I didn't go on one date.
Yeah.
And I didn't want to. I like had no drive to. I don't enjoy dates. I think they're awkward. I don't like meeting people online very often. Awkward. I like it to be organic. I like someone to like, you know, be in an area where I see them and I'm like, he's cool. Like maybe we'll hang out. But that rarely happens because like my life's so fast paced. There's so many events that are like mainly women and I'm like, I don't have an opportunity to meet new men. So like, it's just really difficult for me.
Yeah.
So like the fact that like something like this has happened is so cool.
That's really crazy.
I'm like so cringe. I'm like, I hope he doesn't watch this.
This isn't like, cringe. That was not so about sweet. You. No, that was so sweet. I get on here and I'm like, men suck. I'll literally sit here and I'll be like, I'm a hater. It's really
I'm
bad.
such a hater.
I'm such
like,
a
I'm
hater.
Literally like, you know what? I don't want a man at all.
Like,
just give me the kids.
Honestly, like, just give me the kids and
literally
see yourself out.
I actually don't want a man ever.
It's yeah. See, that's usually where I go with these conversations because I'm like, I just can't date. I just like can't do it.
And I also get like icks very easy. Like
I look for them.
I purposely.
On purpose.
I think it's like a sabotage thing.
100%.
I'm like, you know what? If I think his like outfit's gross, then I don't want to hang, and then I don't get hurt. So
exactly. That's exactly my mindset. I like will give myself the ick because then I'm like,
so
oh my God, well, I don't like you anymore. So it's now you can't do anything that will possibly damage me.
Literally, it's like a safety. But you know what? I've heard people say. Because I've always struggled with that. I've always heard people say like, when you meet someone you really like none of that matters. You don't care what they're like wearing. You don't care what they, and honestly, like this has happened for me. Like right now, I'm like, I couldn't care what he could do anything that I had on the list as like an ick. And I'd be like, he's still fun. I still like him.
Girls pull these out of their asses.
I swear, it's like
it's so funny. They're like, don't ride a horse. Like, don't like,
don't breathe.
Don't breathe. Don't swim. Don't like don't ride a horse. The actually I kind of
be an ick, like,
I kind of get behind that one. Like I get
galloping, like I don't know,
crazy. Like
don't ride a horse.
Don't ride a horse. Like I've seen like don't ride a bike. Like it's really crazy and honestly not chill.
Just can't do anything.
Like these poor guys can't do anything. Like nothing. Like don't sneeze. Don't like it's crazy.
One that the guy I've been hanging out with told me the other night was like, don't use an umbrella as a guy. That's the most hilarious thing I've ever heard because like
I mean, like them in their head. Or like them like struggling to open it, like
jamming their finger in
like
it.
tripping on their shoelace.
Crazy.
Like it's like I get it.
It's like normal things that people do,
I
but
know.
it's like you can't.
Like girls can, but you can't.
Like girls are fine, but you
can't. Like
you
I
just
literally
get rained on.
I like, and I'll see on my For You page, like guys will like write down on in their notes app. I don't know if you've seen this. They'll like go back and be like things you can't do.
That's my favorite.
And
thing.
it's like 200 bullet points, and it's literally like don't breathe, don't sneeze, don't like.
So funny.
It's crazy, and I actually like watch them, and I'm like I kind of feel bad. Like
I feel like icks like really generate from when you're not over someone else, or you're too scared to like someone else,
right?
And just like you just find reasons. You find reasons not to like.
Yeah,
anyone.
no, you're totally right.
Because like anyone that I've ever seen that's like madly in love with someone, they've had icks prior, and their current person does it, and they don't care. So I really feel like it's like when you meet that right person, you just don't care.
Yeah.
And I didn't realize that for the longest time. I was like, you know what? I'm never going to meet anyone that ticks all these boxes because they're so specific.
But do you think like this is actually something I was thinking about? When you break up with somebody, do you think that like you take off the rose-colored glasses
100%.
and then you're like, wait, those were actually all icks?
I take them off so hard. It's like I actually think I was in a trance that whole relationship. Like I don't even know who that was.
You like hit a wall and you're like, whoa.
I'm literally like, that was not me. That was another person.
I completely agree.
That's where I'm at now. Like
me too. I think I'm taking off rose-colored glasses, and I'm like,
for sure. And I'm like, what was wrong with me actually?
Yeah.
Everyone else was like, what is wrong with you? And I'm like, what are you talking about? What do you mean? And now I'm like, they were so right.
You're like, they look amazing when they ride horses. Like, what do you mean?
I was like, he could do anything. And then I'm like, what the fuck was going on?
Yeah.
It's crazy. No, I'm so good at doing that. When I really love someone, I don't see anything that's an issue. They could be like the shittest person. And I'm like, he's amazing. I love him.
I'm the same way.
And then I'm like, now I'm like, what was actually wrong with me?
And then your friends are like, what?
Well, yeah. Like,
well, I mean, I feel like I'm a very, very delusional person.
Same.
Like on another, I take it to a next level.
Same.
So my friends, I think, have gotten to a place where they're just kind of like, you know what? You do whatever you want.
Same.
Let us know when it all comes crumbling down and we'll help. But like, do whatever you want.
But I'll keep talking to them about it the whole time. And I'm like, but he's doing this again. What do I do when he does this? And like they'll give me the best advice. But they're like, you know what? You're going to do what you want to do.
Yeah, I know.
And I always do it.
And then I feel bad. And I'm like, I just made you guys waste 30 minutes of your time because I'm not going to listen to a single thing you just said.
Yeah. I just want to hear their advice, but I'm never going to take it. But I love them. But like, I'm never going to listen.
At that point, like I've gotten to a point where I'm like, honestly, like,
you can't help me.
You can't help me. I'm beyond help at this point. Like,
and I'll do everything wrong until I figure it out myself. Yeah. And then I'm like, wow, they were actually right. That's
wait,
so
I could have, if I would have listened 6 months ago, I would have avoided this. Yeah.
But no.
Dating is crazy.
It is. Like, it's actually in LA terrifying. Like, never would have expected to like even hang out with someone here again because I'm so terrified of people here. Like the dating scene is unlike anything I've ever experienced.
It's really like, nuts.
In Australia, people are so straightforward. Like if you know that someone is cheating on someone and you don't say anything, you're just as bad as the cheater. Like people will like cut ties with you because you knew and you didn't say anything. Here, everyone will know and no one will tell you. And that's like, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
And I was like, hold on, like when things like happen and I figured things out, I was like, everyone knew but me. Like what the fuck is going on? Everyone knew. It's and I was like, bad. I'm embarrassed. I'm like, I don't even know who to trust. It is embarrassing. Here. So embarrassing. Like I just had continuous people coming up to me all the time being like, oh, now that you're not with this person, I can tell you this happened. And I'm like, why didn't you tell me 6 months ago? I remember that exact date and I saw you there. Like I wanted to tell you, but it's not my place. And I'm like, I would have so told you.
Or also even like I had a breakup back before social media, and like nobody was, the way people speak about each other after they break up here like terrifies me.
Horrible.
I'm like, how can you even begin to talk about someone like that, like that you cared about, right? Like in my head I'm like, wow.
It's so toxic because it's like people they don't care that you meant anything to them. They actually just don't want you to be with anyone they know. So they'll say the most horrible things about you. Not true, but they want the effect of people being like, oh, I'll stay away from her then. You know what I mean? So it's like, it's a very toxic environment because everyone knows everyone. They don't want, you're
Everyone
realistically
knows
not
everyone.
over it when you like break up straight away. So like people are going to speak so badly about you to like safeguard themselves from you like hanging out with someone they know or moving on quick. And it's like so crazy.
Weird. So weird.
In Australia, people speak like good about each other.
Yeah.
Me and all my exes, like anyone else I know, like if I saw them, I'd like hug them, talk to them, be like, how are you? Like, fine.
But not here.
No way.
But I just went to the bathroom and I got my period and I literally was like, this makes so much sense. Oh my God. I was like, my actions for the past week make so much sense now.
Yeah, I get wild.
I almost texted my ex-boyfriend like 20 times in the past 3 days. And I was like, what is wrong with me?
It's funny how much a period like really messes with you and your like rational sense of thinking. Like it's like crazy to me. Like it's so
relieving.
I'll cry for like 3 days straight before I get my period. Like 3 days. I'll watch a TV commercial and I'm like,
do I need to like be like admitted somewhere? Literally. Like what's wrong with me? And then I get my period and I'm like, oh.
I like really dislike my body. I hate the way I look. Like everything's so critical. And I'm critical my whole life. I'm like, I'm a loser. Like this is really how I think. I'm like, everything's wring. Like everything's shit.
That's been me for the past week. And I literally just went to the bathroom and I was like,
and then you get your period and you're like, actually, I am amazing.
I
feel great.
Incredible. You're just, you know, that it's like, I'm just a girl.
Yeah.
Like, I'm just a girl. I'm just a girl. I have really weird, like, again, back to the baby thing. My maternal instincts are triggered so easily by fragile men.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my God.
You're preaching to the choir.
Dude, it's so annoying. It's so annoying. Like a guy could look at me and like literally just have like puppy dog eyes and I'm like, what do you need?
Yes.
What do you want from me?
So my mom told me I have broken wing syndrome, which means like I go for the guys that have a broken wing and I always want to fix them. I'm like, hold on, do you have issues? Do you have mummy issues? Do you have really serious? Let me fix you. I can help you.
Yeah.
Are you a narcissist? I can change you.
You
can't help them.
It's so bad.
Literally, I'm like,
broken
I
wing
just want to
syndrome.
fix you.
You just like put a title on like what is wrong with me.
Literally, and so many girls have it. I feel like they have this like mothering instinct where they want to help.
Yes.
But like so many men have these issues. They don't want to fix them.
No.
They're too immature to
also
fix
probably
them.
because they're attracting girls that want to mother them. So they're like, oh, I don't need it.
And they like it.
They love
I
it.
think they like playing with someone's emotions like that. I think it doesn't change for men till like late in life. I feel like when they're young, they're just like,
they take a minute.
They don't care.
They take a minute.
And women just like want to like help and provide. Like it's so annoying because I've always done that. Every relationship, and I've wasted so much of my life. Like I'm 27, like you're young, don't do it. I'm telling you, like don't go for the guys that you need to fix. A guy should be like fixed when you meet him. He should be like on your level.
Yeah.
You don't need to like fix anyone. It doesn't work either. You can't make someone like.
No. So I've been single for like a while now and I've tried it all. Like I don't really date anymore, like at all, because I'm just over it.
Yeah.
But I've dated people my age.
Yeah.
I've dated people that are like 28.
Wow.
And
they're the same?
They're all the same.
I feel like it's because you go for that kind of type.
Yeah.
Like me. I go for that type. I used to joke about it and be like, I only want the men that like hate me. Like, I don't want that. Really, like it's a stupid thing for me to say, and I actually regret saying that so much. I said it on the first podcast that I met my ex on. I was just like joking around because my track record was that I would fall like in love with these people that initially came across so amazing, but were not that. Right. So I thought that like, you know, I only like those ones because they obviously hate me. That's all I'm attracted to is the ones that are so horrible, and like I don't want to sit and say that for like women to hear because it's such a bad thing to say. Like.
Yeah, it's not a good thing.
You should not be attracted to that kind of person, and you will not be able to like that butterfly feeling that you feel, like that anxious, like when you meet someone that's like, you know, they're not good for you. You've heard things about them that are not good, that don't align with your life. It's not a good sign. It's not something you should chase. Like that thrill.
But it's a thrill.
Be like
exactly.
that. Yeah, it should not feel like that. I feel like when you meet someone, it should just be so easy. And it shouldn't be like overwhelming butterflies. Like I'm anxious. Like I feel like they're warning signs. And I've always thought that that's like that's a sign that this
It's a
person's
spark.
meant for me.
Yeah.
It's
Oh my
electric.
God.
No, it's
Preaching
actually
to
like
the
your
choir.
body just being like, run. And
Run.
I'm like, run to them.
Yes.
But no.
Like, also, I'm very much like, I think I like the push and the pull. Like,
Same.
it's
The highs and the lows.
Yes, it keeps me right there.
You know why you like that though? It's like a chemical in your brain. I've
I
done the research
know.
on this.
Me
It's called
too.
a trauma bond.
Yes, yeah.
And it's like you release like cortisone
Mhm.
at the same time as you release oxytocin. So your body, it associates the love hormone with stress.
Mhm.
So you feel like when you're in a stressful situation, you're being loved.
Yeah.
So you chase those highs and you put up with those lows because you know there's a high that's a stressful like love high. And you put through, that's why it's so hard to leave relationships that are not serving you because
especially like on and off relationships.
It is. It's your brain saying, I need this next fix. Like it's like literally an addiction. It's really, it's really like hard.
crazy.
And when you come to terms with that, honestly makes it so much easier. I would like self-therapy myself with like YouTube videos over trauma bond, toxic love cycles, like love bombing, and just like look at how those things affect you because like it's so real and every woman has the same experience when you're in something like that.
Yeah.
And men, like it's not like a unique experience to women. It's like just a toxic relationship in general has those same highs and lows and has those same feelings.
Yeah.
And it has the same patterns. And when you realize like it's not just
supposed
you,
to be like that also, like it's just
it's not like you're not crazy. Like it's just your brain is like thinking that's love and it's not.
It's really wild. Like
It
the
is.
way your brain will literally trick you.
Yeah.
And it's so crazy and it's so hard to get out of. Like,
yeah, you really have to reprogram it. And it is like you like feel like when you're cutting something like that off, it's the worst feeling because you're craving it.
mm-hmm.
You're like, I need that fix. I want to talk to them. I want to know that they like care. I want to like feel that emotion. Like you have to just cut it, you know?
Which also like something that I've realized because this is like something that I've dealt with like recently. Something that I've realized is also like silence is such a response.
Oh yeah.
Like that is the biggest response ever. Is if
it is.
Like honestly, it's so loud.
Yes.
So if someone's like not actively reaching out to you, it's because they just don't want to talk to you.
Exactly. And I feel like a lot of women mistake that as like, you know, they're trying not to be too keen. I feel like if a guy really likes you, there's nothing that's going to stop him from talking to you.
100%.
He want to hang out with you. He want to talk to you. He wants to spend time with you because he likes you. Yeah. And if he's not, that's your answer.
Yeah, that exactly.
It is.
I think that we tend to like, just as girls, like complicate things so much for ourselves.
Yes.
And if we just simplified it, like
men are simple.
If they wanted to, they would. Like that's very real. Like if they want to talk to you, they're going to talk to you.
Exactly. Like they'll put in the effort.
Yeah.
But if they're not, then that's like a big indicator. And it's just like, put your time somewhere else. Who cares?
Yeah, exactly.
Don't waste your time. I don't chase things anymore. I let them like come to me. And that's what I feel like has worked with me like recently. I'm just like, you know what? If it's meant to be, like
it'll be.
He'll want to hang. Like I don't need to force this. Like I don't.
Do you think that there's like right person, wrong time? Do you believe in that?
I mean, I do and I don't. I don't know. It's a hard one for me because I've thought about this a lot. I feel like deeply though, I feel like if people are really meant to be, there's not much that's going to stop it. I feel like if you're from other parts of the earth, say you meet somewhere and like distance stops you from being involved, whatever. But if they're treating you a certain way, I don't think that's like a reflection of right person, wrong time. I think
just wrong
people
person.
will treat you wrong if they're not right for you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Totally.
So I think like someone that's really meant for you is going to treat you. They're going to like see that potential of that relationship. And yeah, they'll have their own baggage and stuff, but they will want to make themselves better for that relationship.
Yeah.
And if they're not doing that, I just don't think they're the right person because you can't make someone change that. Like they either will or they won't.
Right. This is really great advice. Like if I was like, honestly, me right now, like if I listen to this, I'd be like, wow.
I feel like I'm really good at giving advice. I'm terrible at taking it.
Oh, me too.
Because like when my emotions get involved, it overshadows my judgment. But I'm really good with giving my friends advice. Like I read things so for what they are. And I'm so right all the time. Like my friend Anthony asks me for advice all the time. I'm spot on. He's like, that's not going to happen. I'm like, you wait. And it happens. He's like, you're psychic. Like you're actually crazy. I'm like, no, I can read the room like really well when I'm not in it. When I'm in it, I have no idea what's going on. I'm like, I love this person.
Yeah.
And they're like, I hate you.
Me
I'm like,
too. Me too. Me too. Because I give so much advice on this podcast, and then I'll watch it back, and I'll be like, what?
Yeah.
Where did that come from? Like, okay,
it.
let's maybe do it ourselves, because I'm always giving advice and
Yeah.
never ever listening to myself.
Yeah.
I'm like, I give great advice, but then I'm like, la 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 la. Like,
Same.
I love this person,
Same.
and I love this person. It's like,
Same. It's like your brain deceives you.
it really does. It's pretty crazy.
It's a lot.
Okay, guys, we're going to be playing a game. We're going to be reading fake Tinder profiles and deciding if we would swipe right or left. And we were just informed that right means yes, left means no. Had to clarify, because I don't have Tinder.
Neither do I.
I do not. Don't go looking. It's not there.
I've faked Tinder though.
I do
People send me them all the
too.
time. I'm like,
I do
at least
too.
someone else is out there living
I'm like,
their life
okay.
on my behalf.
Literally.
Get your
I'm like, get it.
Get your shit.
Get it, girl.
Enjoy.
That's so funny. I do
Catfish who you want.
I like feel so
that
bad,
back.
but I'm like, I kind of respect it.
I respect
Kind of
the
respect it.
hustle.
Go
I
get
do.
your free dinner.
Literally.
Go get it. That's so funny. I do too. I get it sent to me all the time. Are
like,
you on
go.
Tinder? I'm like,
Go queen.
maybe. Why are you asking?
I know people send that to me all the time too. I'm like the account looks so not
I
real
know.
and it's not linked. Like obviously it's not me.
Come on. It's like crazy names too, always.
Yeah.
It's
Like
like,
spelt weird.
yeah.
And the bio's insane. It's like that's not me at all.
It's like looking
It's
for
like adventurous girl from Australia. I'm like, I am, but I wouldn't say that.
what? It's so funny.
funny.
Okay. Bio number 1. All right. Don't hate me if I bring my fur baby with me everywhere. Age 29. Occupation dental hygienist. Typical Sunday. Coffee at Beechwood Cafe, brunch, gym, and football. Okay.
I think I got the
It's
ick
like-
from Fur Baby.
I think the fur baby threw me off
I
as
think
well.
the Fur Baby's giving me left, but like I don't want to do that. So
Everything else was like fine.
it's the Fur Baby.
It's the fur baby. I
I
wouldn't.
don't know, really
No,
comfortable with
like
you calling it that.
realistically, if I was swiping on my phone and I saw someone,
Fur
I bring my
baby,
fur baby
I'm like,
everywhere, I'd be like,
Oof.
and I would swipe left.
I would 100%.
Swipe
Like
left.
I know that's so mean.
I don't think it's mean. I don't think it's mean. I would swipe left as soon as I read fur baby. I'd be like,
Fur Baby is not in my vocab.
no,
Just not. But like I love that you love your pet.
I do too.
But also the
I
gym
respect
part.
it.
Like what was the gym part?
It was coffee at Beechwood Cafe, brunch, gym, and then football.
okay, that's not bad. That's a good routine.
So brunch,
I think it's just
gym,
the Fur
football.
Baby for me that I'm just a little,
Yeah, everything else was like pretty solid.
Yeah, see, this is where my icks activate.
Mhm.
Like that's going on my ick list.
I
Fur
know.
Baby.
Now, like, someone's gonna see this podcast and go into their notes and be like, "Don't say
Don't
fur
say
baby."
Fur Baby. Don't bring your Fur Baby everywhere.
It's so specific. It's so funny though.
It's
like,
so funny. but
I
it's
hope
like,
I hope guys know that we're like around. Like, it's not
I am
serious.
fucking around. Like I'm not. It's not that deep. But like
no,
it's, also,
never that serious. Like, you guys are allowed to ride horses and breathe and sneeze and like
But also
have fur
don't.
babies,
No, I'm kidding.
but also don't do any of
Just
it.
don't do it near me. No, I'm kidding.
I feel so bad because I'm sure like there's like some
Yeah.
poor boy out there that's actually like, I can't ride a horse
Yeah.
anymore.
But also like I was saying, when you meet someone you really like, none of that
None
matters.
of it matters.
But
yeah.
on paper, right now, in this situation, Fur Baby's
For babies,
a
a
no.
no. Yeah. For babies, a no.
Let me love you first, then you can say that.
The way to win me over is hold my beer. Okay. Age 29. Occupation restaurant owner. Typical Sunday. Exploring new neighborhoods, cooking, eating, and meal prep.
Actually,
Everything except for the hold my beer.
You're so me. The restaurant owner is so hot.
The restaurant owner's hot.
Food, hot.
Exploring new neighborhoods,
Yeah,
cooking,
you sold
eating,
me.
and meal prep.
Honestly,
you had me wrapped around your finger.
I actually think I can get over the beer thing for that.
Really?
100%, because it's giving like what's that new movie coming out with Addis, the chef? It's a book by Colleen Hoover, and he's a chef. Addis something.
Oh!
You know what
Atlas.
I'm Atlas.
It
Atlas.
starts with us.
Okay, that's.
I mean, it ends with us. Sorry, it
ends
starts with us is the
sequel.
sequel.
So that's what it's giving, and I would love that vibe. for my
Yeah,
life.
that
a
was
restaurant,
he
cooking
was really
food,
hot in that book.
So hot. Like
Yeah,
feeding.
I was really
her,
into
like,
it.
Always
Also, the
cooking.
way to my heart is
Is
through my
food.
stomach.
Literally,
Yeah.
if you can cook, You can wife me up.
Yeah.
Sure.
Because I really can't. So.
And I will hold that beer.
Yeah. You know what? Okay, I'm with you. Now that we broke it down, I'll hold your beer if you're like making me like a crazy good meal. Like, okay, fine, I'll hold your beer and I will probably drink it.
Yeah.
So.
Okay, we're riding that for sure.
All right. Okay. You won me over. We're swiping right. You won me over. Okay.
That was a good one.
That was a good one. Someone's gonna watch this and like go back to Tinder and change all of their stuff. They're like, I own a restaurant. I love food.
I love restaurants.
Love eating. Love food. Love feeding. Like,
I'll feed you.
Oh so my God. Biggest risk I've taken. I skydived 25 times so I could start doing it alone. Now I go every 2 weeks. Okay. Age 24. That's wild. Occupation, daycare manager. Typical Sunday, whatever you want to do, babe, exclamation mark.
That was crazy. The ending was so unexpected.
The ending was really crazy.
Whatever you want to do, babe,
exclamation mark.
This is a very wild person we're dealing with. Because not only are they like a compulsive skydiver, which is very reckless to me, they work in childcare. They daycare owner, work manager.
Daycare manager.
That's such a contrast. It's giving too impulsive for me. A little bit reckless.
Yeah. See, I'm scared of heights. And if you think I'm skydiving with you, it's not happening.
I've never skydived and I literally I think I wouldn't make it, actually. I think I would have a heart attack.
I wouldn't make it.
I don't think I would. The fear of that,
not
I just don't think
like it's just not in the books.
So like you're gonna be doing that all the time. Like you're gonna make me do it, and I'm not.
I'm not doing it. So I'm swiping right.
I think I've got it. You're lefting. The lefting.
I mean,
I don't know about the contrast of the life. Also, that end line. I can't.
Whatever you want to do, babe! Exclamation mark.
I think it's the way you said.
Yeah, I think that's how I'm interpreting it.
Whatever you want to do, babe.
Like whatever you want to do, babe. My typical Sunday. Whatever you want to do, babe.
Yeah. See, I want them to be like, we're doing this as well.
I agree. The exclamation mark really threw me off for some reason. I was like,
whatever you want to do, babe.
Okay.
It was just too.
There was a lot. That was a lot to unpack. Yeah.
I think we're just going left.
We're just gonna go left. Like I'm on Tinder. I can't unpack this right now. I'm on Tinder. Like that's a lot. I'm just trying to swipe.
Yeah.
Okay. My mantra is let that shit go. So true. Okay. Age 38. Occupation shoe designer. Typical Sunday. Watching movies on the couch all day. All right. See, the Sunday, I can get behind that.
I think I've just realized I'm asexual. I'm not kidding.
Yeah, I'd rather not as well. No, I'm with you. The 38 also like that's a little too old for me.
It's a little old for me. Like,
yeah,
I've got to have kids pretty much straight away.
Yeah, like on that couch that Sunday like, while we're watching those movies all day
on Sunday. But what was the first part?
My mantra is let that shit go.
I mean, like.
There's such a frat boy thing to say.
I feel like if you've got to tell people that, I don't know if you're really
then
letting that shit go.
Exactly. That was so true.
Like you're just trying to pretend you let shit go.
Are you really letting that shit go?
You're really not. It's all here.
I think you still have that.
You got butt hurt. You're pretty like hurt. You're down bad.
Down bad.
Something. Your ex.
He's like, no, I just always let that shit go. Like, I don't even have it. Like, I don't care.
I don't give a shit about my ex.
I let that shit go.
No.
You don't let that shit go?
You love her. You love your ex.
Love her.
And you're 38, so.
You're 38. You have not let that shit go.
And you're single on Tinder.
Yeah. So, it's a no. It's a no for me.
Right. No, we're going left.
We're going left. Hey guys, that's it for this week's episode. Thank you for being here.
Thanks for having me. You're amazing. I'm so happy we did this.
Yeah, this was really fun.
It was really fun.
I feel like really like I want to watch this back and like take our own advice.
And I feel good because I've been able to like put a good message out there for women because I necessarily didn't do that in the past. I was, joking around a lot about
podcasts are kind of tricky.
They are because you know what, like you go on there and you're like, it's not that deep, but you want people to see the right message in life. And this is like, I want people to go for the right people because I don't, and you don't want to follow that. So go for
learn
the good
from
boys.
Our mistakes.
Yeah,
learn from them.
Exactly.
Don't repeat them.
Don't repeat them. Don't go for the bad boys.
No,
it's not
nice guys only.
Yep.
Very sweet, wholesome, nice guys. Do you have any upcoming projects that you want to?
So I've actually worked on something really exciting lately. Recently, it was an acting experience I've never done before.
Oh my God,
so I'm
that's
really
so cool.
excited for people to see that. It should be out in like October.
That is so exciting.
I know. It was like a little like short film thing I did, but I really got out of my comfort zone. It's taken most of my time. So that's really exciting. But I also want to start a podcast. Like I'm really looking into that.
You should. You gave some amazing advice.
Thank you. Like I want to be able to like help people, give people advice. Like I've been through many different situations in my life, and like if I can help people, relate to them, make them laugh, I would love to. So I definitely want to do that.
You should.
I'm working on that for sure.
I would listen to it.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
And I would have you on it.
Oh my God,
You'd
please.
be there.
I love being guests. I love being the guest.
It's
so fun.
It's so fun. I just sit here and laugh.
Yeah. I love being the guest because I don't have to be like, hi, welcome to.
Yes. That's the hard part. You do it really well.
Yeah. Thank you. It took a long time. It took 23 episodes to get here.
A natural.
At first I was like, hi. Like, yeah, I was so awkward at first.
But it's a nervous thing. You get used to it.
Yeah.
But yeah.
That's really cool.
Fun.
That's
Thank
really cool.
You. Yeah, I'm so
excited.
Watch it. I really want to do it. So maybe with my sister, Savannah, the one that loves you.
That makes me so happy.
She loves you.
I love
She's
when people love me.
She loves you.
Wait, that makes me so happy. Where can people find you?
Everywhere is the same for me. It's just my name, Georgia Hassarati. So I'm on everything. Threads is my new favorite thing. I'm always on there with my intrusive thoughts. I'm going to do YouTube more, so look out for that. But yeah, I'm everywhere. Georgia Hassarati.
And you can find me at Sab Queseda on everything, Sabrina Queseda on YouTube. And you can stream this video format on Past Your Bedtime's YouTube channel and listen to it on all streaming platforms. Thank you so much for hanging out with us. I'll see you guys next week. Bye. Now a quick word from our sponsors today at Extra Gum. Is it just me, or are you also obsessed with those ASMR videos on TikTok? They're so soothing and mesmerizing and really help calm down my mind after a long day. I've been experimenting with other hacks that help my overall well-being, chewing gum being one of them. Some studies show that chewing gum can help maintain focus and attention, and honestly, it's been such a nice addition to my self-care routine. Anytime I feel like my brain is a little all over the place, I just do some deep breathing and chew on some gum. Plus, Extra has flavors like spearmint, polar ice, and berry mix that make grabbing them an obvious choice for me. So yes to your ASMR videos, but also give Extra Gum a try.